I'm looking so glossy. It's my song, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello, everybody. Hold on, this is my part. We gotta look. 1,000 fall to my left. Hey, 10,000 fall to my right. Ooh. I'm with the got me set for life. Whoever you are, you're set for life, baby. You are set for life, and God has some great things in store for you. Hey, be patient. I'm gonna get into the message. We gotta work into it. Oh, let me turn this down. Y'all know I play all day, and if you don't, now you know. Hello, hello, everyone. OMG. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. As you can see by the title, your faith is what is going to access and activate the blessings slash miracles, okay? And I like I literally had prayed and asked God, what do you want me to what is the title of this message gonna be? And that's what he gave me because I literally have a multitude of videos and messages to drop for y'all. But let's just get into the title. The faith, your faith is it's your money right now. And your faith is what is going to truly move heaven, move God to act on your behalf swiftly, okay? Rapidly, fast, fast forward movement. Like, y'all, you just really got to, and I know a lot of y'all probably like, girl, I done had enough faith. I done still lost everything and I ain't got da 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 da. Okay, we ain't talking about the past. We ain't talking about the past right now, you guys, okay? And I got this message because, well, but wait, before I get into the message, if you haven't already, go and get my ebook, The Number One Guide on How to Stop Smoking Weed. If you are addicted to weed, or if you know someone that is addicted to any substance, this book will set you free. It will help you in so many ways, you guys. It will break the spirit of addiction. It will help you see or figure out what is laying dormant within yourself, and also get closer to God in the process. So definitely go and check that out in my community board or my or the description box. But you guys, I'm super excited because God has really been moving. God has been moving in such a major way, and I had to get on here to share the good news, to pour some motivation and just some inspiration to you all, okay? So, whoever you are, I know you're probably tired. I know you are ready to throw in a towel, but y'all, let me tell y'all how your faith is gonna move, because I'm telling you from my own experience. So, I'm getting ready to move back home, and that's a whole nother message that I'm gonna drop. A lot of y'all are getting ready to move. And honestly, I didn't have the finances to try to bring all of my bags with me. So I really was like stressing and trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to get everything done? How am I going to get to the, like, cause I'm like, at this point, I'm all out. God, I gotta depend on you now. Cause how am I gonna get to the airport? How am I gonna send my bags off? How am I gonna get all my bags there? Because I'm like, I don't have the finances. And y'all, when I tell y'all God has been showing up, like, and it's just been proven to me that my finances are not what's in my bank account, but my faith that's stored in heaven. And I know it sounds so cliche, but it's true. So yesterday, as I was packing, I literally, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm one of those people where I don't like to wait till the last minute or be confused about what's going on. I like to have everything set up and set and ready. And that just is not, when you're working with God, it's just not always going to be like that. Sometimes, a lot of the times, it's going to be a little bit all over the place. But y'all, I was packing and I had some uplifting motivational videos playing while I was packing because honestly, I was sad and I was kind of feeling some type of way because I'm like, God, I'm trying everything that I know to do. And it seems like I'm just trying to get forward what is going on. And I was listening to this video by Shantia Deja, and she was saying how y'all gotta just believe and how the faith is going to access the blessing. And after a while you kind of get tired of hearing those repetitive messages. It can become annoying and aggravating, especially if you're not seeing any results in your own life and you feel like you're doing everything that God is asking you to do, right? That can be very frustrating. So even still, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have faith. And she was making like declarations over the video and saying, like, I want y'all to say, like, just speak life into your situation, say what you want to happen, and let God know I believe you, because your faith is what's going to access the blessing, right? So literally after she said that, I was like, I don't know how you gonna do it, God, but I'm not gonna keep letting the devil stress me out. You gonna make sure I get home, and you gonna make sure I'm able to bring all my bags. Because at first I was just gonna leave half of my things here with a friend, a mutual friend. I was gonna leave my bags here and then come back in like maybe 2 or 3 months to come and get my bags. And and she was supposed to drop me off to the airport too. But lo and behold, the enemy ended up attacking her, which I really felt like was also an attack to myself. Her car ended up getting stolen. And I just was like, what? And I like, God, I ain't got no money for no Uber. What is going on? Like, why would you allow this to happen to her? Like, I just, for so many different reasons, was all over the place in my mind, in my emotions. And the enemy was really plaguing my mind with negative thoughts. And then, okay, so back to what I was saying. After she was making the declarations, I was like, you know what? No, I am not going to keep allowing the enemy to play tricks on me, my mind, and just have its way with me. And I was like, you know what, God? I don't know how you going to get it done, but I'm taking all my bags with me. I'm not throwing nothing away. And I'm going to be able to get to where I need to go in one piece with all my stuff. It ain't meant for me to leave my stuff at nobody's house or having anybody else's energy. It just ain't meant, right? So I'm just gonna trust you to do what you know how to do, which is come through and work a miracle. And I left it at that, right? And I just was like, I literally at that moment, y'all, for real, I only had a mustard seed of faith, like, because it just felt like everything I was trying wasn't working. If I'm being honest with y'all, because we keep it real over here, okay? So with that mustard seed of faith, y'all, when I tell y'all, God has been coming through. It's been crazy. Literally ever since I was like, God, I surrender. Like, I surrender and I give this situation to you. Right? So I want to say, and this was like late last night. I want to say mm, maybe 15 minutes after that, I got a text, right? I got a text from someone that I had gave a Uber ride to when I had my car, like a long time ago, y'all. Like, me and this person hadn't talked in months, and he was such a blessing, because y'all, he literally hit me up out of nowhere, and he had like made a little joke, and it honestly had made me laugh because I was feeling so heavy and just drained, right? At first it started off like a funny conversation, and he was like, how you feeling? And normally I don't share like with people what I got going on, how I'm feeling. Like, I vent to God, because if you can't do that about my situation, it ain't no need for me to vent to you. And most 9 times out of 10, you just don't be knowing what people into. And I'm real big on just being private unless God leads me to say something, right? So we ended up talking, and I ended up telling the person, like, honestly, right now, friend, even though I'm laughing and making jokes, I'm sad because I don't know how I'm about to get back home and with my stuff. Like, I'm probably gonna have to throw a lot of my stuff away, and I'm like, I already had threw a lot of, like, all my stuff that I had in storage I lost because I couldn't keep up with the storage bill. And I'm like, what I have now is really like everything that I need. And the person was like, okay, how much is it to either take your bags with you, on a flight or to like mail them out. And I let them know what the cost of everything was, and they was like, okay, you know what? I don't usually do this, but I think I'm gonna help you. I think I'm gonna help you. I like, and we ended up talking on the phone for like 2 hours. We had a great conversation, just kind of like catching up and stuff like that. And he was like, text me tomorrow, or I'm gonna call you tomorrow, and I'm gonna let you know what I decide. So I ain't gonna lie. After that, I was kind of like, I ain't got time to be playing games, and if you gonna help me, help me. But then I felt my spirit like, girl, relax. This person don't owe you nothing, and you don't like y'all really kind of don't even know each other like that. Y'all met one time, and literally when he texted me, it was out of the. It was literally about 10 or 15 minutes after I had said that quick prayer to God. It really wasn't even a prayer. It just was like, God, I surrender. I'm giving this to you, and I'm believing in you, right? So, y'all. I text the person today and I was like, hey, so and so, do you think that you'll be able to come through with that so I can be able to um, ship my bags or pay for my bags at the airport or whatever? Y'all, why the person ended up calling me and was like, you know what? I do not usually do this, especially with women I do not know. But I feel led in my spirit to help you. I feel led to help you, and I'm gonna send it to you. And I just, y'all, I could have fell on the floor because I'm like, this was nothing but God. Like nothing but God that blessed his heart to even be a blessing to me because I didn't know this man from like we didn't really know each other for real like that. Like no. And we for him to be sending me anything, whether it's $2, $20, $200, $400, it literally it he don't owe me anything, right? And I just was so grateful to God. I literally just started praying and thanking God because I'm like, wow. The second that I put it down, just put the situation down and just surrendered and let God know, like, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I'm tired of stressing about it. I'm giving it to you. If it's meant for me to take this stuff, you will find a way. And I was like, you know what? No, you going to find a way for me to fly with my stuff. And God literally came through, y'all. God literally came through. So the next thing was, because I don't want this message to be long, because I'm gonna get right back on here, because I got multiple messages, y'all. So right after he sent me the money, I just was thanking God, and I was leaving from somewhere, and um, my Uber had ended up coming, right? So, boom, got off the phone with the person, got in the Uber car, and my next thing was, okay, now I have to figure out how am I going to get to the airport and get to this place to be able to ship all my bags. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to stress about it. God going to figure it out. I'm going to reach out to a few people and see what they say and just go from there. Because like I said, my friend's car had got stolen the day before, so and she was going to be the one to take me, free of charge until, I got myself together. Y'all, let me tell y'all how good God is. So, I don't know why my throat drying up. When I got in the Uber car, the guy was super, super nice, super sweet. And he was like, how you doing? I hope you're having a blessed day. Cause I'm blessed and God is a blessing. I'm like, yeah, and he is. God is a blessing all the time. Right? So I'm over there. I'm like, yeah, God is good all the time. And he's like, how you feeling today? I was like, honestly, I'm feeling amazing. I'm a little sad because I'm having to fly back home, but you know what? I'm just glad that God is working everything out. I'm so grateful and I'm just blessed. And he was like, oh, okay. So you getting ready to go back home? That's cool. And I was like, yeah. The only thing is, though, that I'm worried about now, because we just were talking, right? And I know I'm probably skipping over some stuff, but I'm just trying to get to the meat of the message, okay? But I was like, yeah, I'm just now trying to figure out how I'm going to get to the airport and get to this other place to ship my bags off. And the guy was like, well, what time do you leave tomorrow, if you don't mind me asking? I was like, I leave at such and such time. And he was like, well, I don't know why, but I kind of feel led to help you out. Do you mind if I, take you? Cause I want to, I want to take you. I want to be a blessing. I was like, get out of here. Like, get out of here. Yeah. I was literally stunned. I'm like, this is nothing but God sending angels my way. He's placing softness on people's hearts so they can move on my behalf, so they can bless me. And I'm just like, Lord, thank you so much. This man was like, okay, I got you. I literally get off of work at such and such time, and honestly, you're only 5 minutes from my job, so I could pick you up and I could take you to do what you need to do so you can get home. And I was like, are you serious? Don't be playing with me and then switch your mind up and then get me excited. He was like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, oh my God. We switched information and it was just such a blessing, you guys. It was such a full circle moment. He was like, you good. Don't worry about it. I got you. And what God was telling me once I got out that car, God was like, I have so much in store for you. I have so much in store for you. And he was telling me that the faith, it was nothing else but my faith that accessed God, that ignited God to move like this on my behalf, because without faith we cannot please God. And sometimes we be thinking we have faith and honestly really don't. We really don't. Like we don't. But literally last night I gave God the mustard seed that I had. The mustard, because it was a mustard. I gave him what I had and he multiplied it. He multiplied it and blessed people to move on my behalf. Like, and it just was such a blessing to me because I'm like, I ain't got a dollar and everything is moving the way God needs it to move, y'all. And I just want you to know, you gotta dig deep, really dig deep and find that inch, that ounce, that mustard seed of faith and give the situation to God. He is going to come through for you. Because I like literally I was like, I have to get on here and tell y'all. I did pray and ask like, God, is it okay for me to, share this information before I do what I need to do? And God was like, no, get on there. You covered. And y'all, whoever you are, you're so much closer to the blessing than you know. All you need to do is surrender. Surrender to God. Give the situation to God and watch God bless you. He is going to orchestrate the pieces to move on your behalf. When heaven is moving on your behalf, when God has ordained and blessed you, he will orchestrate things to move. You don't have to have a dollar to your name. You don't have to know anyone. God will move people's heart to bless you in this season. And it's important for you to understand how blessed and anointed you are, because this is your season. This is your winning season. It ain't no destiny swapping. It ain't no enemy stealing your blessings. As long as you are in full alignment with what God is asking you to do and you repent daily, because God knows we're not perfect, right? And we're going to sin. But as long as you repent daily and you're doing everything that he's asking you to specifically do, he ain't asking you to be perfect. But if you're doing everything he's asked you to do, it's no way that things can't move on your behalf. So it's important for you to understand, for you to know that the blessings are coming. Your faith, even if it's a mustard seed of faith, is going to activate heaven to move on your behalf. It's going to activate God to move on your behalf with softening people's heart and moving people's heart to bless you. And this is only the beginning of what's to come. 2026 is going to be the greatest year of your life thus far, and it's only going to get greater. Okay? And like I said, I just was completely stunned because I don't know either of these people for real like that. Like, I don't know either of them. The person that paid for my extra bags sent me the money already. It wasn't no BS. And he even said, like, I really don't even usually do this. Like, I don't send money to people I don't know, especially women I don't know. Like, I'm not like a trick or nothing like that. And even with the Uber driver, he was like, no, I just feel compelled to help you, to bless you. And it just says so much for me. And God wanted me to get on here to tell you guys this and share this with you all, because It's not just happening in my life, but it's getting ready to happen in your life too. But first, you have to believe, okay? You got to surrender the situation, give it to God, and allow God to move on your behalf. And tell God what you're expecting and let it go and watch God move, because the way God has moved today on my behalf and how I know he's going to move forward is it blew my mind. And the thing is, when these blessings come through, it is literally just to it's literally to build up the faith that you have to even more faith to believe for even more bigger and better things. Okay, so get excited, get ready. Major things are taking place. Fast forward movement is getting ready to take place in your life, and I am excited for all the things that God is getting ready to do. Stay tuned, because I'm about to get my butt back on live, because I have another message for you all. And again, if you haven't already gotten my ebook, the #1 guide on how to stop smoking weed, if you are addicted to weed or know anyone that is addicted to weed, this book will help you get set free. It will help you break the spirit of addiction, find the things that are laying dormant within yourself, and also get you closer to God in the process. Okay, I love y'all, but God loves you so much more. And I'm about to get back on here, so stay tuned. Okay, peace.